Welcome back to another video on the B&D Bricks channel. Today we've got some LEGO Star Wars leaks for August of this year from Promo Bricks, and it's from a leaked LEGO magazine. So let's get into these leaks, but before we do, remember to like and subscribe. Okay, now that you've done it, let's get to the first leak. So the first and potentially the second most exciting of these three leaks, we'll get to the most exciting one at the end, is the Yavin IV Temple set. So this set is obviously based off of Episode 4, A New Hope, or the original Star Wars, if you're that old. But you can see this in a mishmash with the actual old Jedi Temple set that we saw, the 4 Plus set, and then the 4 Plus Scout Trooper Endor set. So you can see kind of the correlation. They're all, well, there's not much correlation, actually. Good job, LEGO, with that one. But into the actual set, you can see it's interesting. They've included a mini-scale microfighter Y-wing, which is actually pretty neat, but the actual temple is a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be, because this had been rumored for a while, but I was expecting it to be like a full-on model, and this is really just a playset. You can see it comes with, I think, 12-ish minifigures, it looks like, but that's pretty exciting. But overall, the set, it's not something I'm looking to pick up. I have heard that it is retailing, supposedly, in the UK for £180 or about $180, $170 in the United States, which is pretty much what I would expect from LEGO at this point, overpriced for something that most people aren't going to want to get. Although this set does actually look pretty good for what it is, so interesting if you guys are looking to pick it up. But that's about it for the Yavin IV. Obviously, these are early leaks, so it's not clear exactly what it's going to be, but this is from an official LEGO magazine, so it's pretty likely to be real. The second one of these three leaks is the Yoda's Jedi Starfighter from the Clone Wars. We haven't seen the set in a long time. I remember seeing it on stores a long time ago, and I actually own it, the older version of it, which I didn't even know I had. I feel like everyone that I know who is at all into LEGO Star Wars has that set, which I just think is kind of funny. But this set actually looks really, really good. If I were a fan of Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, I would want to get this. Unfortunately, I am not a big fan of the Jedi Starfighter. Yoda's in particular, I should specify, so not too interesting. You can see there's a little yellow button that says August, so this is coming out in August, as I have said before. But this set's coming with Yoda and R2-D2, I believe, which is kind of interesting because I don't remember seeing R2-D2 in Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, but I'm probably wrong about that. I have been wrong about Clone Wars facts before, as Waxer did not die. But that's beside the point for right now. We are looking at Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, and you can see some nice printing on the windshield. It actually looks like it is printed and not a sticker, which is awesome. You can see a sticker piece on the side with the Republic logo, and then another potentially sticker, although possibly printed piece. And then it's got some, of course, laser blasters. It's pretty standard. It looks interesting. Nice playset. If the Clone Wars were still happening, I think that this would be relevant, but unfortunately it is not. And then the last leak, and probably the most exciting for a lot of people, the most disappointing by far for me, is the Ahsoka's Clone Trooper and 332nd Battle Pack. This appears to be going for £27, which is suboptimal because that means in the United States, for me, for where I am, it will probably be around $20, $25 even, which is not really ideal. I would rather have a cheaper battle pack, especially when these Clone Troopers are pretty mid. If you look at the Clone Troopers, you can see the 332nd Troopers, except 2 of them have jetpacks now, so they are pretty much exactly the same as the ones we saw before, with the droid whatever set, which I actually do really like the 332nd Trooper, the LEGO 332nd Trooper, but these just look really weird. They look like they have unibrows with the deep brow lines, and then the Vaughn. This is the most disappointing part of the set, to me. The Vaughn is just basically a normal 332nd Trooper with a visor. I know that this was rumored before, and we had heard that it would be a normal 332nd Trooper with a visor, but I was really hoping that they would just do something different. Obviously, there's like a tiny printing difference in the top left chest, but it's basically the same thing. And when the 332nd Trooper is already basically the 501st Trooper, I think that especially for a commander, we just need to see some of that variation. Because at this point, I might as well just drill holes in my normal 332nd Trooper and pass that off as Vaughn. But as a battle pack, it's pretty exciting to see. We are obviously seeing a return of LEGO to the old Clone Wars battle packs, which is awesome for Clone Wars fans like myself. If you haven't seen my army video, you should go and check it out because I've got a lot of those clones. But onto the build, you can see I have forgotten what that is called, but the land speeder, water speeder, whatever it is, it looks okay. It's got the 501st colors again, as most of the battle packs seem to for now, for some reason. But we will hopefully be seeing a return to the normal colors like we did with the Republic fighter tank. But the build is okay. In my opinion, it's just kind of okay. I don't think it's anything exceptional. I think that for a battle pack, it's a little bit even lackluster, but it is fine as it is. and it'll be a nice way to pair with the other battle packs that we have had recently with the 501st builds and, well, the other 501st builds. We've gotten a lot of 501st stuff recently, but anyways, we've also got a weird stud shooter thing. I don't really understand why that's there, but it's there. And so this looks like it's going to be a decent way to get some clone troopers if you really want them for your army, and a couple vehicles, but this is just not one I think I'll be picking up a ton of. And one thing that's really funny is all the people who invested in all of those Ahsoka troopers are now a little bit screwed. Oh well for them. But that's going to do it for today's leaks. I just wanted to show these off to you guys because I thought they were pretty interesting to see, and these are all sets that I'm relatively interested in, although I don't think I'll be picking up any other than the Ahsoka Battle Pack. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, like and subscribe, and go check out my Clone Wars video if you haven't seen it already, so you can see my current Ahsoka Trooper along with the rest of my massive army, which is largely custom clones. So, yeah, see ya.